Hello guys, it's me again, Ego. Today I will discuss the top 10 best grass-type Pokemon that you can catch for free. Note that this is just my opinion and based on my experience playing this game. Everybody has a different opinion. Since grass-type is dominating the PvP meta because of the moves Sleep Powder and Leech Seed. Especially the Leech Seed since it's different from the original game. Leech Seed do not go off even you switch out the Pokemon affected from it. It will only go off when a Pokemon knockout or you switch to a grass type. So it's very important to have a grass type on your team to have a safe switch in case the opponent will use Sleep Powder or Leech Seed. Here are the top 10 grass type you can build. Number 10 is Meowscarada, or Sprigatito since you need to farm his pre-evolution in order to build this Pokemon. The good part is he's available on the early map, so you can build him right in the first day. His moveset is probably the best moveset you can find, since Meowscarada can naturally learn Knockoff. Knockoff is very important because the held items are pretty broken on this game like Red Card and White Herb. He also has access to U-turn which will help him to go in and out of the battle. Don't worry about the damage because he can have Protean ability which will make all his moves gain stab boost. Also, he has a signature move called Flower Trick which has 70 base power and has 100% crit rate. So overall, he's a solid grass type you can build. The downside of him is he's so hard to catch, and sometimes you need 20 to 50 Pokeballs to catch him, which very crucial since gold in this game is very limited, especially if you are free to play. Number 9 to the list is Serperior. You can catch this Pokemon on the same map as Sprigatito. This Pokemon is very balanced when it comes to the stats, but the real reason why he's good is the ability called Contrary. Contrary lets Serperior gain opposite stat changes. For example is Leaf Storm, which is supposed to make him lose -2 special attack. Instead, he will gain +2 special attack. That means he can buff his damage while also dealing massive damage. Also, he can learn the very annoying move Leech Seed. He can also learn Gastro Acid, which can remove ability of the opponents. Overall, he is also a solid pick, but also has the same downside as Meowscarada. Number 8 is one of my favorite Pokemon, Toedscruel. He has a decent stats, with good speed and good special defense. He has no ability when you catch him, so you can make him a very fast Pokemon that can spam Spore. I prefer no ability because if he has ability, he will always moves last whenever he uses status move. And because he is very frail on the physical side, any ice type or a very powerful damaging move will one-hit him. You can use Spore to make opponents sleep, and then Acid Spray to melt those bulky stall Pokemons, and then Giga Drain for extra survivability and Earth Power for stab ground type move. You can also go with Spore and Growth setup to boost his damage, but I prefer Acid Spray since setting up with Growth takes a lot of rounds. And Red Card held item is over the place, so it's better to use Acid Spray and Giga Drain combo. He is a very solid build, especially if you have Bat and Pass team like me. I would probably build Toedscruel again on my second account. What do you think? Do you guys want to see Toedscruel again? Number 7 is Breloom. This Pokemon can counter any sleep meta since he has ability Poison Heal. That means as you give him held item Toxic Orb, he will heal himself instead of taking damage. And if he is poisoned, he can't be sleeped by the opponent. He also have access to Leech Seed, that mean more HP recovery. Pair it with Spore, and he will also be annoying. You can also give him Drain Punch for more HP recovery, and Seed Bomb for stab grass damage. He is the best answer for those hypnosis spammers. Number 6 is Ferrothorn. This Pokemon is the king of reflect damage. His ability is Iron Barb, which deals small damage every time the opponent uses a contact move like Tail Slap. You can give the item Rocky Helmet to boost the damage even further to the point that Skill Link Cincino will kill himself if he used Tail Slap to Ferrothorn. Also, he has huge defense, so you can abuse it, and give him Move Body Press, which you can buy it on Honor Shop. He can learn Iron Defense naturally, so it's like a swords dance for him, since Body Press use defense as the damage source. And Ingrain for extra HP recovery, and the held item red item won't work if you use this move. Unfortunately, he can't learn Leech Seed naturally, that's why his rank is not the highest on the list. If he can learn Leech Seed, he will easily be the best grass type. Number 5 is Amoonguss. This mushroom is the worst nightmare of setup sweeper Pokemons, because almost everybody is using Red Card as his held item. His ability is Regenerator, which heals him every time he switch out from the battlefield. Even he doesn't have Red Card, he can naturally learn Clear Smog, which removes all the stat changes to the Pokemon it got hit. So setup sweeper has no escape. You can also give him Spore, Toxic, and Synthesis to make him more annoying. He is also very good on double battles because he has access to move Rage Powder, which works like a move Follow Me. Number 4 is Sceptile. His stats are not that good, but in this game he can Mega Evolve and Terra at the same time, and that make him really strong. Just take a look of his stats after Mega. You can give him Giga Drain, Dragon Pulse for stab moves, and Focus Blast and Leaf Storm for massive damaging move. Overall, his moves are not that flexible, but his stats and Mega Evolution is really good compared to other grass type. That's why he is high in our list. Number 3 is Lilligant. Lilligant has a very balanced stats, but the real deal is his move sets. He has access to both Quiver Dance and Leech Seed, which are the most broken move that you can give to a grass-type Pokemon. Combine this to Sleep Powder and Giga Drain. It will make him unkillable if your opponent's Pokemon is Special Attacker. Also, it will help him outspeed and one-shot everyone. You can also replace Leech Seed for Terra Blast to deal damage to Fire and Steel type. He will have a much greater coverage instead of just grass-type damaging move. Next is Whimsicott. If Lilligant has a broken moves, Whimsicott has a broken ability. He has access to ability Prankster, which allows him to moves first every time he uses non-damaging moves. That makes him the best support for your team. He has so much moves that you can use depending on your team composition. You can just use Prankster Stun Spore to make the opponent slower, Prankster Leech Seed to deal chip damage and recovery, or Tailwind to make your team speed double. You can also use Light Screen 2 with Clay held item to cut the special attack damage to half. You don't even need to fully build Whimsicott to make him useful for the team. You can just put Prankster and set up Tailwind before he got knocked out, and you can assure that your next Pokemon will outspeed the opponent. Because of the support and flexibility of Whimsicott, he earned the second spot on our list. Number 1 is on this map again. Yes, it's Bulbasaur or Venusaur. Some of you will probably not agree with this, but for me, Venusaur is the most suitable Pokemon to be called Grass type. His moveset is the most complete package for a Stall-type Pokemon, and also he can Mega Evolve on this game, which will give him the ability Thick Fat. It can boost Venusaur's bulk even further. You can give him Leech Seed for damage and recovery, Sleep Powder for control, and Synthesis for more survivability. The last move can be Giga Drain or Sludge Bomb. This with his Mega Evolve stats and ability, he will be the most annoying stall Pokemon, and will be one of the hardest Pokemon to get rid in the battlefield since he can Terra to grass. That way he will only have 2 weaknesses, and it's only on Flying and Bug type. And we all know it's so hard to have a reliable Flying type damaging moves. And Bug type Pokemon is mostly good for support, not sweeper, except for those Butterfree and Venomoth. But those Pokemons can be slept and Leech Seed by Venusaur, so it won't be a problem to him. That's it, guys. I hope you got an idea which grass type Pokemon you want to build. And if you have suggestions on the next top 10 Pokemon type video, please leave a comment and we will make it happen. That's it, and see you on the next one.